Hello and welcome to MMTV.
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 Hello and welcome to MMTV. I think the teleprompter's
Yeah,
broken.
I knew I didn't write that.
Well, I'm Charlotte Ivy.
And I'm Will McLaughlin.
We'll be right back on MMTV.
MMTV.
We'll be right back on MMTV. We'll be right back
Oh, come on.
MMTV.
Hello, Charlotte, and welcome to MMTV.
Yeah, I get it. The script is wasting too much time talking about things that aren't Fall Fest.
We literally just started.
I'm so excited, I can't help it. I need some confetti.
Wow.
Don't worry, we still have some confetti left over.
Oh, thank God. I was worried.
Still not enough talk about the best time of the year, the Fall Festival of Shakespeare.
Yeah, I know, but there are other things that we need to talk about tonight. It's mainly news, but there are also things like we need to establish some rules for the MMTV budget jar.
All right, what are you thinking?
All right, well, first off, I think any mention of the classic musical / future major motion picture Cats is $1 in the jar.
But I love the classic musical / future major motion picture Cats.
So you'd have to put $1 in the jar for saying that.
Okay, well, you have to put $1 in the jar anytime you write a terrible line in the script.
That's fair. It doesn't happen a whole lot, so I should be fine.
Yeah, we'll see about that.
Well, I'm glad we've sorted that out. Now let's check out the question of the week by Emma Spitz.
And after that, we'll see Kaylee Zuko's Clubs and Sports. Roll the clips.
Okay, my biggest fear would be flying, and I take pills, or I just don't fly.
Hello, I'm Jesse. I'm absolutely terrified of anything parasitic. Worms, anything leeches, I'm out. I can deal with anything else but that. And I guess I avoid that by not going to tropical countries and places where they exist and running the opposite direction if I see a leech.
My biggest fear is running out of time because time is limited and I have a lot of things to do. And I avoid the fear by not sleeping.
Not like my worst fear, but a large fear that I have is mouse traps. I don't know why, I just don't like them, and I avoid them by making other people in my house set the mouse traps.
My biggest fears is moths, and I avoid it by making someone kill them for me.
I'm not afraid of anything.
My biggest fear is probably being kidnapped, and I avoid that by not going out.
Jim's gonna wake you up. My biggest fear is Andrew. Hell yeah!
Oh my god.
How do you avoid it?
Staying away from Andrew.
I have a phobia of dogs, and the way I avoid it is just trying to not think about it or like just stay away from dogs.
I'm afraid of boredom and not having anything to do. And I get around that by doing things.
My biggest fear is, I guess, getting buried alive. And
How do you avoid that?
I try not to, like, get buried.
Okay, I guess my biggest fear would be suffocation, and I avoid that by avoiding, like, small places and collapsible things because they freak me out anyway.
My name's Chris Danello. I've been coaching for, this is I'll just say 10 years. Yeah, I was interested. I got interested in coaching because my coaches in college. I had really great coaches in high school for football and basketball, and I was inspired by them. My favorite thing about coaching is seeing young people grow up. Appreciate this interview. Thank you very much.
My name is Noah Taxter. I'm in 12th grade and I've been playing for 4 years. Just hanging out with my teammates and just playing the game. There's nothing I would change for football. My football inspiration is Caden and Jack. I think this year's going to do good.
Hold on. If you write the script, how is the budget jar going to work? Everything I say is something that you made me say.
It's best not to think about it. It's a lot easier that way.
What do you mean? I'm not going to just do whatever's in the script if I have to pay the consequences for it.
Charlotte, I'm telling you, just don't think about the part of it because it just makes things confusing. Yeah, it's best to just do what the script tells you to do.
No, I'm not going to do that.
Wait, do what?
It says to put $20 in the jar. I'm not doing that.
No, Charlotte, you can't go off script.
What are you talking about? You got to be kidding me. I'm not putting my wallet in the jar.
Charlotte, if it's in the script, you have to do it.
Now, let's go to some news.
No, you can't just say, let's go to the news when it's not in the script.
The freshman election, which was originally scheduled for Monday, September 30th, have been moved to, teleprompter's not moving, have moved to Monday the 6th, 1 week later in honor of Rosh Hashanah. So if you're a freshman who wants to run for president, tomorrow's the day.
We have lots of sports this week, but believe it or not, none on Monday. On Tuesday, boys soccer plays at Mount Greylock and volleyball plays at Taconic. On Wednesday, volleyball plays at Mahar, but cross country, which normally meets on Wednesday, meets on Thursday at Lenox. Also on Thursday, we have a boys soccer game at Wacona and a golf meet at home. Finally, on Friday, girls soccer is at home versus Wacona, volleyball plays at Lee, and football also plays at Lee.
People in their environment are leaving for their second hike of the year, this time for Mount Greylock. They leave at 8 a.m. on Tuesday, October 8th. The students and teachers on the trip will return around noon on the 10th. Next up is This Week in History from Sienna Bond and the video game review from Caden Giderakis.
NBA 2K19 came out in September of 2018. It was the 19th installment of the 2K series. The first 2K came out in 1999, which was just called NBA 2K. NBA 2K is a basketball game with various different modes. You can play now, or you can play with any current or former teams. There's My Career, where you can make your own player and try and make it to the big leagues. The most popular game mode is My Team, where you can get cards of players and make your own franchise. Here I am playing Play Now mode with my favorite team, the Boston Celtics, against the Chicago Bulls. Is one of the most classic sports games. It is most likely the first game you think of when you think of sports games. It is almost always enjoyable to play and just a very consistent game. But one of the things I don't like about this game is there are a lot of bugs and the game needs to be updated a lot. This factored greatly in its rating. I rate this game a 7.9 out of 10.
There will be a faculty meeting in the library at 3 on Tuesday. The meeting will go until 4, and it will be an opportunity for the teachers to meet all together instead of their individual departments.
On Thursday the 10th is the last day to submit applications for the Halloween window painting contest, so if you want to enter, please get your submissions to Mr. Weber or Ms. Kennedy by the end of the day.
On Monday, October 7th, the CHB Health Bus will be here at the school from 11 to 2. Feel free to stop by and talk to the doctors inside it. For more information about Monuments Wellness Committee, see Sarah Rawson. Now we go to the Teacher Challenge from Kelly Couch, the This Week in Science segment from Kate Goebel, and then a brand new segment, the Student Interview from Dylan Becker.
good. We have a lot more freedom compared to the middle school. It's a lot, like I said, it's a lot different from the middle school. You got a lot more freedom, a lot more classes as well to choose from.
And last year?
Well, obviously, because it's a different grade. But more homework, definitely. Yeah. At first, I didn't understand it, and then first couple weeks, doing it, I actually understood it. Art, because I suck at art. More freedom. I like the choices of classes. It's not just your average class. Yeah.
The dress-up days for this year's homecoming week have been decided, and they are as follows. Monday is Decades Day, Tuesday is Chad and Brad Day, and Wednesday is Beach Day. Thursday is Visco Day, and finally, Friday is Maroon. Good luck, everyone.
On Thursday, October 10th, Monument will host the first of 4 of Fall Festival's Common Classes. The Common Classes bring students from all 10 of the festival's schools to Monument's gym. Monument is also the only one of the 10 schools to host a Common Class, while the other 3 are at Shakespeare and Company.
Wednesday the 10th is also Picture Retake Day, so if you miss the first picture day or if you just hate your picture, make sure to stop by the gym before the end of the day. Can I talk about Fall Fest now?
No. Charlotte, you've got to follow the script.
I'm not going to follow the script if you're making me do insane things.
All I asked was that you give your wall to the MMTV budget. Is it such an insane request that you support this show?
You know what? I've got to compromise. But for now, let's cut to Prem Mahita's quick recipes and Nick Barbieri's lunch and weather segments.
Hello and welcome back to Prem's Quick Recipes. Today on this segment, we will be making an easy microwavable cheesecake. Using today is 1 tablespoon of butter, 2 graham cracker sheets, 4 ounces of softened cream cheese, 2 tablespoons of granulated sugar, 4 drops of vanilla, and raspberries to top with. What I want to do is put your butter in a bowl or a ramekin and melt it in the microwave until it is fully melted. Now you're going to take that melted butter and roll it around in the dish so you can coat the outer layer with a grease repellent. The next step is to put your graham crackers into a Ziploc plastic bag and to bang them with your fist until they are well incorporated. Now you're going to take the remainder of your melted butter from your container and incorporate it into the Ziploc bag where you have the graham crackers. Now you're going to want to take your buttered graham cracker mixture and flatten it on the bottom of your container. This will form a crust for your cheesecake. Now in a separate bowl, you're going to want to mix together your 4 ounces of cream cheese, 2 tablespoons of granulated sugar, and 4 drops of vanilla extract. Now you're going to take your cream cheese mixture and transfer it into your bowl with a graham cracker crust. Now you're going to want to microwave your cream cheese and graham cracker crust in the microwave for 4 minutes at 30-second intervals. You're going to want to put it in the microwave for 50% power. Now you're going to take your cheesecake that has just been microwaved and put it in the freezer for another half an hour. Now you're going to take the cheesecake out of the freezer. Now that it has cooled down, you're going to loosen it from the sides of the bowl and with a butter knife so that you don't crack the graham crackers. Now you can top the cheesecake off with raspberries. Now that your dessert is finished, you can enjoy.
All right, Charlotte and I have talked and we've come up with something. She will follow the script from here on out, but at the end of the show every week, she will have a minute to talk about whatever she wants unscripted. We call it Charlotte's Corner.
That looks terrible.
Well, I didn't have much time now, did I? This week, Charlotte will be explaining the plot of Twelfth Night, the show chosen for Monument Mountain at this year's Fall Festival of Shakespeare.
That is all correct information.
All right, well, we'll start the timer when you start talking, so whenever you're ready, Charlotte.
Okay, I brought a fun little diagram with me. So you ready? Let's get into it. Okay, so basically there are two main characters. Their names are Sebastian and Viola, and they are twins, and they're going on a boat for fun. We don't know why, but they're on a boat. And then the boat gets split in half, and they get separated, and they both think the other drowned. Sebastian gets rescued by pirates, and that is kind of the end of his character arc, at least for Act 1. Viola, not the instrument, dresses up like a dude because, you know, Shakespearean stuff and women, bad. And then she starts working for Orsino, who's the Duke of Illyria, and the Duke of Illyria, Orsino, is in love with Olivia, and so Viola gets sent by Orsino to go woo Olivia for him, but then Olivia falls in love with Viola, who's dressed up as a dude at this time, but then Sebastian, who remember got wrecked by pirates, is back, and Olivia marries him because she thinks he's Viola, and then Orsino marries Viola when he finds out she's a woman, and also there are these...
Oh, that's time. That was fun. Yeah, you got to talk about your Shakespeare nonsense, and now we have a new segment for the show, so I'd call that a perfect compromise.
Yeah, it was fun. And if you want more fun, you can relive all the magic of our season premiere at mmtv.us, where you can watch all the past episodes. Also, our website got updated, so it's all fancy now.
That it is, Charlotte. And if you want to catch new episodes, you can find them on that same website or CTSB 1302 at 5:30 on Sundays.
I've been Charlotte Ivy, and here's a little fun fact. If you take all the characters in Twelfth Night and turn them into singing, dancing cats, you have the plot of Cats. The story Shakespeare wasn't brave enough to write?
No, that's $1.
Oh my god, geez, I was obviously joking.
$1.
This is your dollar anyway.
Well, I've been Will McLaughlin, and my fun fact is that Shakespeare was actually King James's pen name.
That should definitely be $1.
Well, it's not.
That's all we've got this week. We'll see you next time on MMTV.
We have to say it together.